Imagine surviving one of the deadliest battlefields on Earth, only to discover that your greatest fight is waiting at home. A decorated former Marine walks into what should have been an ordinary family visit, but within hours she finds herself trapped inside a luxury apartment building crawling with ruthless mercenaries. Outnumbered, outgunned, and hunted on every floor, she must turn an entire building into a battlefield if she hopes to save the only family she has left. After completing a dangerous military deployment, Ollie Gorski, a highly trained former Marine, returns to New York carrying far more than just physical scars. Haunted by traumatic memories of a mission that ended in tragedy, she struggles to reconnect with ordinary life. The guilt of losing fellow soldiers weighs heavily on her mind, leaving her emotionally distant and uncertain about her future. Hoping to start over, she accepts a job as the doorman of an old but prestigious luxury apartment building, believing the quiet routine might finally help her leave the horrors of war behind. What she doesn't realize is that this peaceful-looking building is about to become another war zone. Ollie arrives at the historic Carrington building to begin her new position. The elderly residents quickly recognize her polite but reserved personality, while the building manager explains her daily responsibilities. Outside the building, another story quietly unfolds. A ruthless group of international mercenaries, led by the cold and calculating Victor Dubois, arrives in the city pursuing a hidden fortune that vanished decades earlier during World War II. According to old records, priceless paintings and valuable artwork stolen by the Nazis were secretly hidden inside one of the apartments in the Carrington. After years of searching, the criminals finally believe they've located the treasure, and they are willing to kill anyone who stands in their way. Ollie decides to spend time with her sister's family, hoping to rebuild relationships damaged by years of military service. Her niece Max immediately admires her aunt's courage, while Ollie's brother-in-law welcomes her warmly into their apartment inside the same building. For a brief moment, Ollie experiences something she has missed for years, a normal family dinner filled with laughter instead of gunfire. Those precious moments of peace soon become the emotional foundation for everything she is willing to fight for. As night falls, Victor's mercenary team quietly infiltrates the building. Disguised and heavily armed, they eliminate security personnel with frightening efficiency before sealing every entrance and exit. Their operation is carefully planned, ensuring that no one can escape or call for help. Within minutes, the elegant apartment complex transforms into a deadly prison where innocent residents become hostages without even realizing it. Victor confronts the elderly owner of the apartment believed to contain the hidden paintings. Decades earlier, the man's family had secretly protected the priceless artwork from Nazi forces, preserving it behind concealed walls deep inside the apartment. Victor demands the exact location of the treasure, but the old man refuses to betray his family's legacy. His courage costs him dearly as the mercenaries reveal they have absolutely no intention of leaving witnesses alive. Ollie notices subtle signs that something is terribly wrong. Missing staff members, unusual radio silence, and unfamiliar faces moving through restricted areas immediately trigger her military instincts. Instead of panicking, she quietly begins investigating the building floor by floor. The moment she discovers armed men carrying assault rifles, she realizes this is no ordinary robbery. The building has become occupied territory. Knowing direct confrontation would be suicidal, Ollie secretly evacuates several frightened residents while hiding her niece Max from the mercenaries. She instructs the terrified. Meanwhile, Max proves far braver than anyone expects. Rather than becoming a helpless victim, she quietly follows Ollie's instructions, using her knowledge of the apartment to avoid detection. The bond between aunt and niece grows stronger as Ollie realizes she is no longer fighting because she's a soldier, she's fighting because she's family. Victor becomes increasingly ruthless as his patience disappears. He orders his men to execute anyone who refuses to cooperate and begins using innocent residents as bargaining chips, hoping to force Ollie into surrender. Instead, his cruelty only strengthens Ollie's determination. Every hostage reminds her of the civilians she once swore to protect during her military service. Eventually, Victor's men uncover the secret compartment containing the priceless paintings. The long-lost Nazi artwork is finally within reach, confirming that years of planning have paid off. But before they can celebrate, Ollie strikes once again, disrupting their escape and proving that possessing the treasure is meaningless if they cannot survive long enough to leave the building. The final confrontation erupts across multiple floors as Ollie wages an all-out assault against the remaining mercenaries. Every hallway echoes with gunfire, shattered glass, explosions, and brutal hand-to-hand combat. Drawing upon everything she learned as a Marine, Ollie systematically eliminates Victor's surviving men, refusing to allow fear or exhaustion to slow her down. The once elegant apartment building is reduced to a battlefield resembling the combat zones she hoped never to see again. At last, Ollie and Victor face one another in a brutal final showdown. Victor believes his superior weapons guarantee victory, but Ollie's experience, resilience, and determination ultimately prove stronger than greed. Their fight is relentless, testing both combatants physically and mentally until Ollie finally overcomes the mercenary leader, bringing his deadly operation to a violent end. With the criminals defeated, emergency responders finally regain control of the building. The surviving residents emerge from hiding, shocked by the destruction surrounding them, but grateful to be alive. Ollie reunites with her sister and Max, finally allowing herself to show emotions she had suppressed since returning from war. For the first time in years, she begins accepting that surviving isn't enough. She must also learn how to live. The Doorman is more than a simple action thriller. Beneath the gunfights and explosions lies the story of a soldier struggling with trauma and survivor's guilt. At the beginning, Ollie believes her life as a warrior is over, but the crisis inside the Carrington forces her to confront the very skills she wanted to leave behind. By protecting innocent people instead of fighting for military orders, she discovers a new purpose. In the end, the priceless paintings become almost irrelevant. The true treasure is Ollie's ability to reconnect with her family, forgive herself for the past, and realize that courage isn't measured only on the battlefield.